Welcome to our Leadership Insight. Today it's going to be about empowerment through connection, the power of us. I am thrilled for today's session focused on empowerment through connection. Again, the power of us. Listen, the power of us is absolutely amazing. This session is especially designed for you, ambitious career women who are not just climbing the corporate ladder of success, but also reinforcing its rungs for the ones following. You're going to explore on today the profound impact of solidarity in the workplace and how it can be a catalyst for advancement and empowering empowerment. Last week, it was all about level up your leadership strategies to make every task count. If you missed it, please go back and watch that on YouTube. Or if you want to scroll through Facebook to find it, you are free to do that as well. But you want to make sure if you missed it, there are so many people who do tasks that really aren't promotable. So that's going to help you to understand, put strategies in place so that you can make every task count. And again, today it's all about focusing on networking in solidarity, moving forward together. Our 3 points are going to be active engagement, support in collective ambitions, and foundation for resilient networks. I want to do a quick roll call. Let us know whether you're catching us live, whether you're catching us on the replay. Tell us your name. Let us know all about you. Where are you tuning in from? So let us know if the information is resonating with you. You can also drop us a comment if you have a question. We will definitely answer questions pertaining to leadership and or the topic at hand. You all know this is social media, so you get a lot of things that absolutely are not pertaining to anything that we're talking about. Not going to promise that I will answer those questions and or my team will answer those questions. Not going to promise you that. However, if it is leadership related, if it is one of the topics that we covered, or maybe it's a topic that you would like us to cover that's relating to leadership, and I have to say that, or something around that genre, definitely we want to make sure that we are being of a benefit to you all. So drop us a line. Sometimes I tell a quick story, and that is definitely going to be today. I'm going to tell you a story that's going to illuminate why it's vital for leadership, drawing from diversity, inclusion, participation. Imagine a group of, let's just say, mountain climbers, each skilled but individually tackling the ascent. Their progress is slow and their journey perilous. Now, picture them connected by a rope, forming a network, right? Can you see that? Can you see that network? They leverage their diverse strengths. Let me say that again. They leverage their diverse strengths, include each member in making decisions, and participate actively in the overall success. What's the result? A symphony of effort that elevates them to new heights. That's the essence of leadership, creating networks of support where everyone climbs, everyone making contributions to a collective assent. I know that in some workplaces that's not the case. However, I want you to be empowered to make sure that you are creating those types of networks, those types, and fostering that within your workplace. Our first point: active engagement. Solidarity is not passive, it requires active engagement, the everyday choices to listen, share knowledge, offer help. It's in perhaps the coffee breaks where you exchange ideals, the meetings where you champion your colleague's proposal, and the moments. That's right, the moments you spend mentoring others. This is where trust is built, where a culture of allyship becomes the norm, and where every individual feels they are a vital part of the whole. And that is definitely somewhere that we want to go. We want to make sure that everyone feels as they are a part of the whole. In addition to your day-to-day interactions, active engagement also means being a catalyst for change when necessary. It's recognizing when processes and systems don't support the collective and having, dare I say, the courage to advocate for improvement. This might mean initiating new programs for knowledge sharing, proposing innovative projects that utilize team strengths, or creating forums for open communications. Do not sleep on creating forums. We need community. Such proactive steps also ensure that the work environment is not conducive to individual development, but also to collective achievements. When everyone is actively engaged in shaping the workplace, the dynamic or the result is dynamic, it's supportive. It's a supportive environment where individuals are not only heard, but are also able to affect change. Our second point that we want to talk about is going to be support in collective ambitions. Support goes beyond mere assistance. It's about rallying for each other's dreams, each other's goal. It's where, let's take it back a step. If you are an individual contributor, sometimes meaning you go to work every day and you're there to do a job. Sometimes you are more focused on yourself and more focused on your particular goal or making sure that you are creating the results. When you start stepping into first line supervision, second line supervision, senior level, executive level, you then start broadening your perspective. And that is definitely a place where you are looking out for the dreams and the goals of not just you, not just your particular piece of the pie. You're looking for the organizational goals, and you're looking for more than just you. In our collective ambitions, we find strength. When one succeeds, it's a triumph for all. This support is also, it's also felt, it's like a shared resource, the opportunities highlighted for others, and the genuine celebration for each other's accomplishments. This is where you can truly clap someone up. You can truly embrace their success without feeling that yours is being hampered. It's a true dynamic, it's a true shift in the way that you should start to think. It forges a path where personal growth and collective progress are linked together. And we want that, especially when we're in the leadership ranks. Moreover, support within the framework of our collective ambitions means understanding the interdependence of our roles, recognizing that the success of one can also amplify the capabilities of another leads to this more holistic approach to achievement. It's also about weaving a tapestry of skills and aspirations where each thread strengthens one another. It's a space where mentorship is present. Mentorships programs can thrive. Sponsorships become a norm. And career development is not just about this solo journey, but it's about a shared adventure. By supporting one another, we build this ecosystem where the synergy between personal and collective success drives us to greater heights and achievements. And our third point that I want to highlight for you in this session is going to be foundation for resilient networks. Finally, when we're talking about solidarity, we're talking about how it lays the foundation for resilient networks. Such networks are not just a support system, they are incubators for innovation and progress. Remember, and hopefully you've had this experience where you have been connected with people and in a team where you desire to make that innovative moment. You desire to create that synergy, and you all get into the room. You all are brainstorming. You all are working, and there is no I, it's just a team. You will be able to create those types of networking. They provide the safety net that encourages risk taking and a platform for continuous learning. It's where we put our egos aside. And yes, all of us at some point still need to sometimes just put them aside just a little bit to be able to create this. In these networks, we not only weather storms together, but we seize this new horizon, knowing that we have you have our backs. The other person to the left, the person to the right, the person up, the person down. You will be able to create that where we are going to be able to weather the storms together, building upon the notion of resilient networks. These structures become the bed of enduring professional relationships that can span careers and industries. When you start making these connections, when you start making these relationships, they don't just leave when you leave the company, where someone else leaves the company. They are lasting. Some of them are for a lifetime. And so it's so important that we remember during these times that we are so much greater together. And I know for some of you are saying, Miranda, this sounds all good and well and fine, but it's not my forte. I am going to challenge you to make it your forte. If your end goal is, you can probably skip a little bit of this if you just want to only be a first line supervisor. Although, even a first line supervisor needs to build their networks. However, if we're talking about you want to supervise supervisors, you want to supervise directors, when we're talking about that second line supervision, when we're talking about senior leader executives, when we're speaking about the not just senior leaders, but the executive level, C suite. If you're in the government, we're talking about SESers. If you're talking about those types of levels, you need to master this skill now. it is a skill set that you can master. It's a skill set that you can develop. And you must, if you want to get past first line supervision. Again, resilient networks, they are the channels through which wisdom is passed down, opportunities are circulated, and support is rendered without hesitation. Again, that's going back to putting your egos aside. In these networks, resilience is not just about bouncing back from challenges, but also about being proactive, preparing for the future landscapes. It's about having foresight in nurturing relationships, investing always in your personal growth, but also investing in your growth of your peers. And in turn, solidarity, a network that is robust, that is forward thinking. These types of network transcend the immediate workplace and become this valuable asset in one's professional journey, embodying the true spirit of solidarity. This is no longer a time where we are just going to be stuck in one bucket, where we just put our head down and move forward. It really is about connection. It really is about embracing differences. It's really about bringing people together, and you can do it. If you are an introvert, if you are an extrovert, it doesn't matter. You can do it. Perhaps the people who are a little bit more introverted, you may need a little bit more coaching. Perhaps you may need a little bit of mentorship along the way, but you too can do it. Trust and believe when I tell you my energy comes from me stepping away from the spotlight and being by myself. So, yes, I would be considered a true introvert because I do get my energy by myself when I am alone so I can recharge. But listen, do not let the fact that you may be an introvert or not stop you. Networking, you just need to do it a little bit different, a little bit smarter, but you can do it. Networking is for the introvert as well as the extrovert. Let me go ahead and wrap us all up. Remember the power of active engagement, the importance of supporting our collective ambitions, and the strength found in resilient networks is so important. They are not just concepts, but they are actionable pathways to empowerment. They help us form these bonds that transcend professional relationships, and they foster this environment of mutual growth. Listen, I make sure that I continue to expand my network even now. This is something that you cannot avoid, especially if you plan on staying in leadership and you want to continue to grow. It's not about brown nosing. It's not about being able to just, I don't know. I want to make sure that I use the correct terminology. It's not just about trying to show up and show people out. It really is a new way of making sure that you are creating the connection so that everyone can grow, everyone can move forward, everyone can ascend. So, everyone, we're talking about, remember the story that I gave earlier at the beginning, where we're talking about that rope where others. It's not just you, it's a network. So let's continue to create this network. If you aren't creating the network, hey, you're here. Make sure you like and subscribe because this can be just one of your networks. So definitely like and subscribe. If you know me and you know, if you've been listening to any of my videos, I forget to say that all the time. time transparent moment, but I remembered. So, hey, good on me. I always like to end with a quote. So let's do that quote. Alone, we can do so little. Together, all we can do so much. And this quote really encapsulates what we are talking about, the essence of solidarity in the workplace, stressing the power of collective effort and mutual support. Please join me next week for incredible insights. You deserve nothing but the best. And it is my goal to ensure that you move to your next level. Let's take your career to new heights together.